Raising teenagers with character, confidence, and purpose. A modern leadership guide for parents. The modern teen's reality. Today's teenagers are more connected than ever, yet more emotionally disconnected than any generation before. Scrolls through Instagram and TikTok fill their days, but behind every like and share, many teens wrestle with anxiety and self-doubt. The CDC reports over 40% of U.S. teens experience persistent feelings of sadness or anxiety. That isn't just a number. It's a reflection of how easily overwhelmed they feel in a world of constant comparison and digital noise. Meet Zoe, a 16-year-old who wakes up to notifications before her feet even hit the floor. She sees classmates posting flawless selfies, perfect grades, and weekend getaways. Instantly, her mind fills with, what if I'm not enough? And what if I don't measure up? By lunchtime, her screen time is past 2 hours and her mood is spiraling. She's drowning in information. Everything from trending beauty hacks to political arguments, yet she has virtually no compass for understanding who she really is or where she's headed. Behind these digital screens lies a deeper issue: lack of strong emotional leadership at home. Teens crave more than data and algorithms. They need guidance, empathy, and a clear moral anchor. When parents are too busy or rely on outdated models of discipline, teens end up choosing identity cues from social feeds instead of from a trusted voice at home. Why traditional parenting fails today? Most parents default to the approach they learned growing up: impose rules, enforce consequences, and hope for compliance. But today's teens don't respond to control the way past generations did. Instead of fostering respect, strict commands often breed resentment and secrecy. Consider a London mother who tried to fix her son's screen addiction by confiscating devices and blocking social apps at night. Initially, her son seemed to comply. Phones went silent. But behind her back, he created secret chat groups, borrowed friends' devices, and grew more withdrawn each day. What began as an attempt to protect him ended with a fractured relationship and a deeper sense of alienation. Why does this happen? Because punishment-focused parenting doesn't speak to a teenager's need for autonomy or purpose. What they crave is not fewer privileges, it's emotional connection and clear direction. When parents lean into outdated tactics, they unintentionally validate the teen's belief that home is a safe zone only for rules, not for authentic conversation. What actually works? Leading with vision, trust, and example. Rather than commanding from above, modern parents can guide teens by modeling values and offering a shared vision. Leadership at home means inviting your teen into a journey, not dictating a path. 1. Lead without controlling. Leadership isn't about dominance, it's about inspiring. Take the story of a father in Toronto. Instead of lecturing his daughter about college majors, he introduced her to books and TED Talks featuring women leaders. Over dinner, they discussed big ideas, social justice, mental health advocacy, and innovative careers. That simple act of exploration ignited her curiosity. Today, she studies psychology and leads a youth mental health initiative at her school. He didn't force choices. He created an environment where she could discover her own. 2. Character is forged in adversity, not comfort. Many parents feel the urge to shield teens from failure, but true character builds when we walk through hardship together. Share your own setbacks. Tell stories of projects that failed, investments that tanked, or times you felt lost. Teens respect authenticity far more than perfection. When they see you stumble, recover, and learn, they understand that failure isn't the end of the world. It's a classroom. 3. Confidence comes from responsibility. Real responsibility is the antidote to self-doubt. In a Swiss household, a 16-year-old was handed full control of the family vacation, budget, itinerary, and logistics. He faced setbacks, missed flights, budgeting mistakes, unexpected hotel costs, but he learned negotiation, planning, and resilience in real time. The pride he felt when the trip succeeded was worth more than any praise from his parents. Confidence isn't handed down, it's earned in the heat of challenge. 4. Purpose is discovered, not assigned. Stop asking, what do you want to study? And start asking, what problem do you want to help solve? Sit down with your teen and list 5 issues: local homelessness, climate change, mental health stigma, or community safety. Explore how their strengths might contribute. When purpose emerges from genuine concern, they're far likelier to commit and to stay motivated when obstacles arise. Next, we'll dive into daily leadership practices at home, from screen-free conversations to weekly family councils and praise-focused feedback loops. These simple rituals can transform your household from a battleground into a leadership lab, where teens learn to step into their values, build confidence, and discover purpose. Daily leadership rituals, real time, over screen time. In a world dominated by notifications, meaningful conversation can feel impossible. Yet creating a daily check-in, 15 minutes of device-free dialogue, can transform your connection. Take John, an executive whose daughter Emma felt distant amid her Instagram feed. Each evening, they paused screens and shared thoughts, her art class triumphs, his work dilemmas. Over time, Emma revealed her anxieties about an upcoming job interview, a conversation that rebuilt trust. Research in the Journal of Adolescent Health shows teens who engage in regular, device-free talks with parents experience lower stress and greater resilience. Those 15 minutes aren't just quality time, they're an emotional anchor. Weekly family meetings, cultivating collaboration. Beyond daily check-ins, a structured weekly family meeting fosters collaboration. In Australia, one family's Sunday Shares invites each member to speak without interruption about a win and a challenge. Initially met with teenage eye rolls, the ritual soon became a cornerstone. The eldest confided about college anxiety, the youngest shared friendship woes. Together, they brainstormed solutions, tutoring options, sibling mentorships, new social outlets. Family systems research reveals that open communication rituals strengthen emotional bonds and reduce adolescent depression. When teens see their concerns met with collective support instead of dismissal, they feel seen and empowered to solve problems collaboratively. Praise more than you. Correct the 3-to-1 rule. Correcting mistakes feels natural, grading missed assignments, scolding late curfews, but positive reinforcement can be far more effective. Cultivating emotional awareness. Name it to tame it. Emotional literacy is crucial. Teens often struggle to label their feelings, especially amid social comparison or academic pressure. The Name It to Tame It strategy, popularized by Dr. Dan Siegel, encourages identifying emotions to regain control. In Denver, Laura noticed her 16-year-old son, Ethan, returning from dance rehearsals irritable. Rather than dismissing his mood, she asked, "What's on your mind?" Ethan admitted performance anxiety, fearing his friend's judgment. Laura validated his emotion, then suggested a 5-minute breathing exercise she used before presentations. Afterward, they grabbed the smoothies and discussed his favorite choreography. Ethan's anxiety didn't vanish, but naming and sharing his feelings eased the burden. By helping teens label "I feel overwhelmed" or "I feel insecure," parents give them the tools to navigate emotions. Once named, feelings can be managed through journaling, talking to friends, or choosing healthier coping strategies. Balancing independence and boundaries. The art of trust. Teens crave autonomy but require clear boundaries. Striking that balance can feel like walking a tightrope. Embracing teenhood as a journey, not a problem. It's tempting to view teenage years as a series of issues to fix, grades to monitor, moods to manage, conflicts to resolve. But what if we saw teenhood as a unique leadership journey? When parents embrace their role as guides, they teach teens how to navigate challenges themselves. In Cape Town, a 17-year-old Aisha felt torn between medicine, art, and entrepreneurship. Her parents didn't impose a path. Instead, they co-explored, attending marine conservation workshops, discussing social entrepreneurship books, and connecting her with local artists. Within 6 months, Aisha launched a community art project tackling environmental issues. She discovered purpose not through directives, but through guided exploration. Leading at home means guiding without controlling, supporting without smothering, and empowering without dictating. In an era where algorithms vie for every idle moment, intentional leadership at home becomes the antidote. Each awkward conversation or disagreement becomes opportunistic, a chance to build character, confidence, and purpose. Remember, with the right guide, no mountain is insurmountable, no future too uncertain, and no dream too big. Teenhood is not a problem to fix. It's a stage to lead through. If you don't guide your teen, TikTok, YouTube, and social algorithms will. But if you step into your role as a true leader at home, you can raise a teen with integrity, confidence, and a sense of purpose that outlasts every trend. Would you like a follow-up video on how to set boundaries without conflict? Or how to help teens discover their life mission? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. More modern leadership tools for families are coming your way.